Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good evening. Such a beautiful, beautiful evening. This is a hot Saturday afternoon. I think this is the first or second day after autumn equinox. In Chinese, we call it 秋分, the separation or the middle line of when daytime and nighttime is the same, the autumn separation. 秋分, 秋 means autumn, 分 is divide, separation. I always feel that this is such a smart way of naming it. In Chinese, there are many smart ways of naming a lot of things. Maybe in any language there are these beautiful namings, but I just have a particular interest in any language when the words have meaning, when the words have meaning, have connection, have correlation, which makes me think. Another one is 春分. 春 is spring. 分 is divide, separate, and just cut off. So 春分 is a spring equinox, that the day and the night is the same length. And there are 夏至, 冬至, 夏至. I kind of forget. 夏至 should be summer extremity. 至 is to the end, extremity, 夏至, summer. 冬至, 冬 is winter, 至 is arrived or extremity, winter extremity. You can think, right? You can connect. The English word will be solstice, right? Solstice, and the longest day of the year, what do we call it? Summer. Oh my goodness. Summer, the longest day of the year. It's not important. Just pondering around the words makes me interested. I remember there was one time one friend commented, I like to hear you walk through, think through with vocabularies or something like it. And I am holding the camera quite smoothly. Maybe you cannot feel, but the climbing, the ascending is quite deep, actually, quite sharp. I'm sorry if I sound so short of breath. Maybe I just do not talk. Isn't it beautiful? This is 5-10 minutes drive away from my home. How beautiful. I have been here a few times. Walk with me. A moment of quietness. Okay, let me try to, maybe I should not talk. Okay, I actually do have something that I want to discuss with you. I'm sorry for the airplane sound. There are quite some mosquitoes or flies around me. And I actually do have something that I want to discuss with you or learn from you. Okay, so here is my question. How do you learn? And the other day, I got one friend comment on my video, something like lost inspiration or just graduating and a lot of things in front of eyes, a lot of things in front for the future in life. So let's just say this. She could not decide what to learn and just made a comment like that. So it actually brings something I am very interested in, is when you lost the drive, how do you keep on with your life? And how do you find something to learn, what to learn, and how to learn? I think I have asked my family about this, and my family said that keep on learning. I forgot exactly how they said, but it was quite inspiring. You do not give up learning. You never stop learning. So for me, okay, here's the question. when you lost inspiration, lost goal of life, and do not know, or maybe too many things that makes you unable to decide what to learn, what to do, how to go on. How do you get the inspiration? Where do you get the starting point? For me, it's a very typical thing. After some time, it's like a wave. You just get over that wave of inspiration, of motivation, and come to a low tide of your life, of my life. It happens all the time. My life is like a wave. Sometimes go up, sometimes go down, very much like this. So, is that the same as you? Are you living a life that depends on creativity, creative career? For example, if you are a programmer, you need to have creativity in your job. If you are administrator, you need new way, creative way to connect people, to do things, right? If you are a teacher, of course, if you do any job actually, needs creativity. So, how do you do it? Here is my way of doing it. There will be time I run out of creative ideas. The reason is I am not doing it. I am distancing myself from it. One thing very obvious is that this time I traveled 2 months away from home. A lot of things which I usually do cannot be carried out. So I lost the continuity, the daily routine of things. I lost the very comfort and very purposeful everyday life, which is packing an order, shipping it out, making video, and etc., etc. But with traveling, it's totally changed. My day was depending on which city is the next destination, and those things. So I am kind of lost. Of course, you can always get new stories, new ideas from this traveling, but you do lost that continuity of things. Whew. This is deep. Oh, look at it. This is a very deep climbing. So in that case, accept it, understand it, and start to look for something, start to make trouble, start to think about something that I usually do not do. This is the time to start something new or restart something. For example, I listen to video I listen to YouTube, how to run a shop, online business, how to start a blog, how to use social media to expand your business. And I listen to other successful YouTubers, bloggers, and social media influencers, stars. And they make thousands, hundreds, thousands, and dozens of thousands, dozens of millions. And I listen to them. And I feel so motivated. My blood is boiling with their encouraging and arousing words. So I keep on listening to them. I listen to, YouTube. They have their intelligence, or any social media. Once you click on something, it will connect you to the next same genre of things, same kind of things. So I just get 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. I stuff myself. I suffocate myself with all these things. A lot of these kind of contents are repetitive. If you listen to how to run a social media, how to be an influencer, it's more or less the same. Until I listen to so much, I am intoxicated. I feel like I am drugged by those motivations. So you get yourself so much into it, and then stop listening. Because at one time, when you have nothing inside yourself, you need to fill it in. Once I am filled in, I start to think. I start to take action. For example, you can start a new channel. You can start a new social network platform. I will not tell you which one I am choosing. I am trying. I already started to work on it last night. I did something, the very first step, not the first step. I have done something and then stopped. Last night I picked it up, the very first action. Then I am about to take further action. So that's my way of doing things. When I run out of idea, I let YouTube guide me. I let social media guide me. I let other things guide me. This waste of 1 day, 2 day time will at least give me something new, give me something different, give me something afresh, so that I can process, so that I can decide if this is my thing, or if this is not my thing, if this is worthy to try, or I give up. Because 3 days, you listen the in and out of a particular matter, you do get some idea. How do I listen to them? When I am waiting and I do not listen to radio, this is on the saved list, playlist, or something, you just let it run. It's a subconscious listening. At the end of the day, I get it, I start to get it in my system, then process. Then I decide to take action or not to take. There are things that is mine. There are things that is not. Before this 3 day, 4 day, 1 week, or 2 days listening, I do not have a picture of it. I cannot make decision. Get yourself into it. Oh yeah, this is one friend asked me, she wants to learn Chinese calligraphy. How to learn Chinese calligraphy. And for me, it's actually, I will very frankly tell you how I started re-listen. You have heard a lot of me, a lot of my video, I said I do not listen to anything because too many things in my mind, just I am stuffed. So it's this. I am doing a watercolor project with students. So I want to show them how to work. And I showed some of my videos to the students. And they said, wow, that's good. And then they started to do. And then it's just not turning out to be to be pretty enough, to be skilled enough. So I was kind of stressed because there is a timeline. There is a time frame. I want this to be finished within a certain time. Then it just does not work as I expected. So I listen to, I go online to search. There was one wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Chinese lady talking about watercolor painting. Oh, she's so good. She is so good. And then I start to listen to her video and start to reflect. And then from her video, it connected to a Chinese painting video, which was my mother's teacher 20, 30 years ago, a very accomplished Chinese artist. And then from there, listen to some other artist video, and then from there, listen to the video of how to start your business, how to get people pay attention to your business. You see, there is a natural connection. There is a natural development of ideas, of actions. So this is why I get started and how I get started. And I feel very, very enriched, feel good. And also, I feel that I just think myself, I have done so many years watercolor, so many years until I can do something. Students, maybe they do not have time to do it. So need to give time, need to have time, need to have practice. 1 time, 2 times, 10 times, many more times until they can get it and make it really expressing themselves, right? It takes time. It cannot be rushed. So I decide not to be rushed. You try 1, 2, 3. If it does not work, what you waste is just a piece of paper. It's nothing. Yang Lao Shi can afford it. I can afford it. I can give you new paper to practice. Do more. practice more until you get the feeling, until you get the feeling how water works, how the color works, how much water you need. It's all about the technique. The artists, they practice their whole life to understand how water works and still keep on learning. And I expect students to be first time and 2 times produce a good painting. That's kind of not realistic, right? If you want them to have freedom and you do not want them to follow a certain rule, I do want them to try and figure out things by themselves and get that aha moment through tedious, repetitive practice. That's what I want. So you see, ideas comes from when there is a need. It's very important. There must be a need. Look at this beautiful sky. There is a need. I take a picture and go back home to practice how I do it, how I represent it in oil pastel, in watercolor. Let me take the picture now. So here is my question. Let's have a discussion. The question is, when you run out of motivation, run out of idea, how and where do you find your source of that creative juice? Where do you find them, and how do you get yourself back into that dynamic, active, vivacious, aggressive, and just motivational mood? Get into creating. Write your comments here. And I am not looking for new subscribers. I want you to help me. And I am good for now, for this moment, because I'm listening to this video. Very soon, in 1 week, I will run out of idea, run out of motivation. This tide will go over again, and I need the new injection of energy again. Write it down. Help me. Thank you. Let me do it. Thank you very, very, very much. I love you. I really do. Do. Bye bye, friends. Look at it. Oh, how beautiful.